And we're like, hey everybody, it's Margaret, and I am here today with my friend
Ken Chapman.
So Ken has graciously accepted my invitation to come over and get interviewed. Totally serious interview, always with me. And
Yes.
yeah, but I have to say before we start that I wanted to say we're an aperitif to the Sean and Mrs. M show that's going to be on at 2 o'clock my time, Central Time, and that's, wait, no, it's like 2 hours before us, right? Oh gosh, my time is messed up.
No, they're 1 hour. They're 1 hour after us, straight after us.
So they'll be immediately after us.
Yeah, unless we
Okay.
overrun, and then sort of it'll be a crossover.
Yeah, so I'm trying to make sure we end on time so we can get over there and watch their show.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me say hi in the chat. I see Casting Lions and Thrifty Treasures, and I apologize if you hear howling. My kids are back there howling right now. So.
I can't hear anything.
Okay, good. Okay, so hey Ken, how's it going?
Not too bad, yeah. Hello to everyone in America.
Hello. So before I guess we're getting started. So tell us who you are.
Yeah, I'm Ken Chapman, 48 years old, virtually a full-time eBay seller now, and painter of war games figures. And I do a little bit of part-time taxi work at the weekends occasionally when I can be bothered.
Yeah.
But mainly eBay now, yeah. Antiques and collectibles.
And you haven't jumped into Amazon.
I tried a little bit of merchant fulfilled, but it's just not for me. So 100% eBay, yeah. I've got to start doing the antiques fairs as well, but online it's eBay 100% really for me.
Cool.
I've not even strayed into Etsy yet.
Yeah, I think you would do well. I know you say it hasn't picked up over there a lot, but
Yeah. The prices are too low over here. They seem to undersell everything, you know. The prices are lower than eBay prices.
Really? I get more.
Well, I think so, yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I bet you would do well, though. Because I sell stuff to England.
Yeah, I might give it a go one day, but I just want to concentrate on building my eBay store up to its maximum potential before I start messing around with anything else.
What would be maximum for you while we're on the subject?
I don't know, it just keeps increasing. I'm at 3,770 items now. Yeah, 3,770 items. It just keeps growing and growing and growing.
I thought I had, I'm like 700 something items. And then when I saw your last video and you said 3,000, almost 3,800, I was like, what?
Yeah, it's...
When will it end?
I don't know, I just keep buying job lots of items and listing the hell out of them, so it just keeps going on and on and on.
Yeah, you're doing so.
But it builds for a stable sales pattern, you know, like Scavenger Life say, you know, you just put it on there and the more you've got on, you just don't see those deep troughs anymore. It just sort of like evens out, you know, so it's a good idea, really.
Did you see them the other night on Chad's show?
Yeah, it was really good, yeah.
Yeah, I was at the movies with Tanya and I missed it. So I watched the review.
Yeah, I always watch Chad, and so it's like two of my favourite US-based sellers on the same show. It was great, yeah.
Excuse me?
Well, I said two of my favourite, not the favourite, Margaret. No one can replace you.
Oh, stop. Okay. So how do we meet anyway?
Well, we met on the forum, didn't we? When we both got asked to be moderators on Michael's forum, the UK Resellers forum, and sort of like from that there was a group chat that grew out of that. That sort of like it was a temporary chat while we're organising the forum, and 12 months later the chat is still there.
I know, it's crazy.
So it's like a little club for degenerate sellers, really.
So bad. Well, I saw on my Facebook that Sean and I had our year anniversary of being friends. It's like, wow, it's been a year. It's crazy.
It's just it's amazing, isn't it? How fast it's gone, really. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be Christmas time, and I remember all of our chats during Q4 last year and all of the stuff that was going on. So.
Yeah.
But oh gosh.
Yeah, there's certainly been a lot of developments in 12 months, really.
Yeah. For sure.
All positive developments as well, you know.
Yeah.
And you've started that International League of Thrifters as well, haven't you? So it's,
yeah.
you know, there's a lot happening. Yeah.
For sure. But I think I stalked your channel for a while before we met, like before we started talking.
Yeah, I noticed the odd comment, yeah, here and there. How you seem to like the stuff that I picked up and that, yeah.
Yeah, I did. I just loved watching your sales videos and your pickups and stuff like that, just to see, because you pick up the coolest stuff. I mean,
my videos are not that well presented. I've got no editing and no graphics or anything like that. It's just straight to it. This is what I've sold and this is what I've bought, you know. But the actual items are different, you know, different to the norm anyway. What most people tend to get hold of. Yeah,
for sure. Okay, I'm gonna look in the chat because I see some people, some other people. Hey, Les, eBay Magic. He says, Ken, you're a legend. He loves this man.
Les is all right as well. He's got a nice chat show developing now on a Sunday night. You don't need to watch telly anymore. There's chats every night. It's great. I know.
Yeah, and Rebecca's there. Hey, Rebecca. And let's see, and Zahir. Hello, Zahir.
Hi, Zahir.
And I missed a. Tanya wants to know if you have a storage unit for your eBay items.
Not at the moment. I'm lucky that I've got quite a lot of space. I've got a full attic, a full-sized attic, which is quite big, and then the rest of it is in my bedroom. But you know, it's a compromise because my bedroom's a tip. You can see racking and that behind me now. It's like a warehouse. It's not our bedroom. It's a warehouse. But rather than getting to that extra expense of a storage unit just now, I want to keep my running costs as low as possible to maximise my reinvestment. You know, if I start spending £50 a month or £100 a month on a storage unit, it's £100 a month less stock that I can buy. You know, so
it eats in.
It's the way I look at it anyway. But I think I probably will need one by this time next year, definitely. The way it's growing.
And then
especially with my son helping me now, because it's like the listings are going through the roof. You know. Yeah,
for sure. And then because you and Ken and Caroline did a bit for the BBC, and then the guys.
Yeah, we've done that. Yeah.
They came to your house to get some footage of you there. The guy was saying, what did he say again?
Oh, he said that there's a documentary series in my bedroom. Yeah, because it's like I tidied it up as well, but it was still pretty scruffy. You know, there's just stuff everywhere, but. What can you do? There's a lot of stuff coming in and there's quite a bit going out, so it just has a mind of its own, doesn't it? You know.
Yeah.
You know what it's like, don't you?
Oh, I do. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, but this isn't about me. This is about you. What do you love selling? I already know.
Basically anything with a bit of age to it. I love Art Deco items, old industrial items. Old advertising, badges, anything really, photographs, postcards, anything from sort of like another era, you know. I just love it. Yeah, I love all the old stuff.
Yeah.
Sort of like from the 1970s backwards, really, you know.
You used to say nothing with a barcode.
Nothing with a barcode, yeah. Imagine I've been buying a lot of die-cast recently that did have a barcode on it, but it was still second-hand die-cast. It wasn't new die-cast items, but yeah, I try and avoid sort of like the normal stuff, you know, what everybody buys basically. I'm more of I want to try and be an antiques dealer, really. That's what it is.
Yeah, I think that's what
interests me.
Channel, yeah, because it was like you were picking up stuff that nobody else was picking up. And I just because then I watched your videos and we just get all these ideas like, okay, I need to keep an eye out for this and this and this, because it's
surprising. It's surprising what sells. You know, I'm learning all the time myself. You know, there's quite a lot of stuff that I pick up now that I would have never thought of picking up. You know, it's amazing, really. There's collectors for most things. It's bizarre, you know.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to say hi in the chat one more time, and then I'll go to the next question. I like saying hi in the chat. You know me. Hey, Cherie's Entourage and Kim. And so here's talking to... I have to know when they're talking to each other and not talking to us. So now I'm moving on. Okay. Okay, so what is the strangest or funniest reseller story that you have experienced or that you have heard about from someone else?
well, I've had quite a few. You know, I do get quite a lot. I'm quite a forthright person, and I speak my mind. And a lot of people don't always like that, really, do they? I mean, sometimes you got to know when to shut up, but I don't. Sometimes I don't know when to shut up. And me and Steve Hicksey, who's another reseller, who's a pal of mine, we were at the auctions, and there was an obvious fake there. There was a big statue, and I knew it was a fake. I've seen it. They're going around the market at the moment. Every auction you go to's got one. And this guy was trying to flog it for a serious amount of money, like starting at £500. Nobody was interested. Anyway, it didn't sell. So at the end of the auction, when I'm picking my stuff up, I said to him, you know, there was like half an auction room full of people. I said, you do realise that that's a fake, don't you? To the auctioneer. And he's like, he just went silent because he knew. He knew it was a copy, but he was trying to pass it off as something that it wasn't. And then they all got defensive. And you could have cut the atmosphere with a knife, you know. They said, oh, well, we've bought a collection of these. We've got 5 of them. I said, well, isn't that a clue that you've got 5 that are exactly the same, that they're not real, you know? And like Steve, I think Steve was looking at me and thinking, shut up, Ken, you know, just don't, you know, get out and stop digging this hole. But I had to tell him because I've seen them sell at other auctions for £80, £90, which is what they're worth as a copy. They're not a fake, they're a copy, you know. Right. But he was trying to pass it off as the real deal, and it's a little bit naughty, that, especially when you've got internet bidders, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
And he wasn't too happy about it. But I get, you know, if you go to auctions in our country for any length of time, you'll have lots of discussions and arguments with people because it's quite a confrontational arena, the auctions. People don't mind telling you if they think you've paid too much, and then you've got to justify yourself, and there's a lot of that going on. So it's you know, it's all fun and games, really.
I can't imagine what it's like going with you and Steve at an auction. It must be so much fun.
Well, we usually get told off for talking, or something happens. You know, there's always something happens when me and Steve go out. You know, it's you never know what's going to happen. It's totally unpredictable. We could end up anywhere. You know, we go all over. It's great though. But it's good fun. You know, we have a good laugh, and that's the main thing. Because you've got to have fun while you're doing it, haven't you? That's all part of it. That's why we do this rather than work for somebody else.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can have fun while you're working. You know.
Yeah.
The work still gets done. You know.
Okay, there's a question in the chat. There's also a Ben Fitzpatrick and an ads and a Joni and a fake Rachel. Hello. But
there's a lot of UK viewers there.
Yes. And then some of the American, well, I think Tanya said it, she loves your accent. And then ads says he can't hear it.
Can't hear what?
Your accent.
All right. I've got a Manchester accent, ads. You should know that. Or posh Manchester accent, not a common one.
So Ben wants to know, given your opportunity to model paint full time, but you okay, I guess you have to choose model paint full time or do reselling. Which would you do?
It'd have to be reselling. I mean, I like doing the model painting, but there is a limit to the earnings on that because it's very, very time inefficient. I could never paint enough to make a really good full-time wage. So there's reselling would have to take priority over the model painting. I started off with the model painting, but I branched out into the reselling to bring a bit of extra income in, and that's the side that's blossomed, really.
Yeah.
The painting is like a sideline, really.
Okay, what's something that you pick up? This doesn't even make sense for you. What do you love to pick up, but it never brings any money?
Well, what I used to love to pick up was taxidermy, and I never made a penny on it, so I don't buy it anymore. But it took me a while to learn my lesson, you know, but I still get tempted when I see a little stuffed badger or squirrel or something at the auctions. Yeah. I still get tempted, but I resist it, you know.
Tanya loves the taxidermy, so when she saw the fox, she was like, what, does he sell taxidermy? Oh my gosh. Yeah,
it's not an easy sell over here, Tanya. It's tough to get rid of taxidermy.
All I can think about is those two fox, is fox plural foxes? The two foxes. Did you ever buy that one, or was that one we just had a picture of that was going around?
Oh, that was at the auction. Yeah, two foxes making love. You mean in that cabinet? Yeah.
Did you buy that one?
No, I was off the Fox route by then. I'd given Foxes up by then.
Oh,
But maybe 6 months previously, I would have bought it.
oh my gosh. Tanya says she needs a box. Okay. What's the most unexpected thing that people don't know about you?
Well, most people won't know, but I'm a massive Kiss fan.
Did you see that stand-up I got?
No, I didn't see it. No.
What? I got this like big cardboard stand-up of Kiss for $2 at a garage sale.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'll have to look back on your videos. I must have missed it. What, sort of like a promo one, was it? Like out of a movie theatre or something like that?
Yeah, it was probably bought at one of those, random stores that sells, or I don't even know where it was, someplace in the mall or something probably sold it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love my British music, but Kiss are probably my favourite band. Yeah.
Aw, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah, especially the original lineup.
Yeah.
The makeup.
And the makeup. Would you go in the makeup? Would you do that?
No.
Ah. Okay, what
Plenty of people do.
Yeah. I'm trying to move because I have a bunch of questions.
Right, okay. Let's keep it moving, come on.
I know. We have 45 minutes, and I've got a lot of questions. I gave Ken some of the questions in advance, but some he does not know about. I'm saving them for the end, so you have to stay tuned, everybody.
Those are the awkward, rapid-fire, quick-thinking questions, are they?
Yeah.
Great.
I came up with some special ones just for you.
Good.
Okay, what platform?
I know your weird sense of humour, so there's going to be something there that's going to be dodgy, isn't there?
Not me. And I can't keep a straight face either. Okay, what platforms do you sell on?
So I sell on eBay. I do a little bit on Bricklink, a little bit of Lego, but I've not really expanded that. And a tiny bit on Amazon Merchant Fulfilled, but I've probably only got about 6 books on there. I sold a few last year, but nothing's moving now. I've completely lost interest with it, really, with Amazon. So it's really eBay, really. Okay. Just eBay.
I can't remember if we were talking about Etsy before the show or during the show.
Yeah, it was during, but I may go into Etsy, but it's not great over here at the moment.
Yeah.
So, it needs to... It's eBay all the way over here, really, you know. So, yeah.
So, okay,
Stick with eBay.
What are some resources that you use all the time?
My own instincts, learning from my mistakes. On research side, I use Google Images a lot. I think Google Images is probably one of the best things. And eBay solds, just to get a general idea of the marketplace. Not so much for the prices, but sometimes for how many sold in the last 3 months. It shows you how many of an item sold. It's a good mover or not. But mainly just my own instincts. It's all about what I like. You see, if I see something that takes my eye, I don't really research it. I'm not going to scan it into anywhere or anything like that. I buy a lot of job lots, and I just think, right, there's value there. If I don't pay more than a certain amount, I know I'm going to make a profit, and we'll worry about the profit afterwards.
Yeah.
As long as you buy it at the right price, and you know what you're looking at roughly, usually you'll come out okay. That's the way I do it. I don't overanalyze it, to tell you the truth. I do my research after I've bought the items, and I start getting it all out, and then I start totting it up, what I'm going to list it for, and hopefully there's a good profit there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, some of the badges and some of the pin lots that you get, and then
I buy them in the hundreds. Yeah. I buy them in the hundreds, and usually 3 or 4 badges. If there's 3 or 4 sell, I'm usually broke even with those 3 or 4. Then everything else is profit. The really rubbishy ones, I just do a junk draw lot, and auction off maybe 50 of the really rubbishy ones with a few other bits and pieces, and that usually gets me money back anyway, just doing that. But I just sort of buy the job lots and harvest all the good ones out of them, and then the rubbishy ones sell in lots,
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Some of my questions are just like the same ones I ask everybody, and then I look at them like, I don't feel like it applies to you. So who or what led to your success?
Who influenced me, you mean?
Yeah, okay.
I've got to give a big shout out to 2 people who I always say. number one, without precedent, is scavenger life. I was selling on eBay prior to listening to their podcast, but when I was thinking about upping it into a sort of like moving into a full-time sort of business, they were the first people. Well, I tripped over a few different people, but they were one of the first. But they were so honest and so real that, I followed a lot of their advice, and my store's sort of like following in their steps, really. A large inventory. I don't do everything exactly the same as them, but a massive, massive influence. And then over here, of course, no one can be a UK reseller without being influenced by Nick, Nick Hills. Because, again, little scruffy guy with a beard, little skinny guy. But, I'm influenced by him, not for what he sells, but just for the whole sort of like attitude to running it full time, basically. Yeah. I would say Scavenger Life. I never miss a Scavenger Life podcast. Every Monday when I'm packing my items up, Scavenger Life are the first ones that are on there, really.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah, and they're honest, you see. They're not trying to sell you anything. It's just a case of, it is what it is, basically. But then again, I watch a lot of other US sellers, like I like Craiglist Hunter, again, Pete. He's honest, and I like it when he's on with Ronnie and Golden Finger Picker. That's about it. And yourself, of course, that's about it, really. But it's all about honesty to me. I can't be doing with all this sort of like false information, and misleading information. I'd rather just people say, yeah, this is how it is, this is what I've done, and I've had a bad week, I've had a good week, or whatever, So, but Scavenger Life have fit that bill, really. Yeah.
Cool. Zahir wants to know, when burning through large lots of badges, how many photos do you take on average of a small item?
Of a badge, probably 3. 2 in the front, 1 at the back. I mean, you can't really do any more than that, can you? I take 2 in the front just in case one's out of focus or a little bit, and then I just crop them down on eBay and it's done. What else can you do with a badge, really? You can't do 12 photos. You're just wasting your time, aren't you, really, with the postcard or a badge or a photograph. Picture of the front, picture of the back, a close-up of any faults.
2 in 1, got it.
What else can you do?
I'm not gonna take any kind of bait on that one. Not that you were baiting me, but my brain. Anyway,
what's
the most unexpected thing about reselling that you have found?
Just a great sense of achievement, really. It's more than just earning a living. I know it sounds daft, this, but to me, it's like a computer game. It's like, I get up to 3,000 items, then I get to 3,500. I've reached the next level. It's like a challenge. Everything's a challenge. Yeah, and it's that sense of achievement of the little goals that you get when your feedback goes up. Like I've just passed 3,000 feedback now, so as soon as you clicked over that 3,000, it's like a little achievement. And I'm close to 1,000 YouTube subscribers now, which I never envisaged. So that's another little achievement. It's just little things like that. You think of it, it's just a business, it's a way of making money, but all these little achievements as well, I never envisaged those before being a little boost. They give you a little boost, don't they, all the little things that happen, And then obviously with the YouTube and everything, the way that we've met people and made friends and what have you, that I never expected that at all, That's a really great added bonus, Yeah,
I would have never met you guys.
That's right, yeah.
And I can't imagine. I know during the summer I haven't been talking as much because I've got kids all over the place, but it's just nice to jump in and say, oh my gosh, I got ringworm.
I must have missed that chat.
I don't think I told you guys. I'll tell you later. Scratch. Anyway. Okay, but I agree. And you're like 50 away from 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's amazing.
Yeah, and I don't really do anything to promote it. I just make the videos, and if people watch them, they watch them, And if anyone upsets me, I'll call them out on video live. If somebody puts a bad comment that I think's unfair, I'll tell them, It's just I put them out primarily for my own benefit, so that I can look back and see exactly what I did on a certain week of a certain year, see if I'm doing things better now, see what I'm sourcing as opposed to what I used to be sourcing. So it's a good documentation for me, and people like watching them, so, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, and I like in your videos how you say, this time, last year I had sold this many things, I made this much money that week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I always compare it with the same week last year just to see if most weeks there's been a good growth. So, I'm happy with that, yeah.
You made like 900 pounds this week or something, right?
Yeah, well, most weeks recently have been between 800 and £1,000 a week, yeah. This time last year, like 400 to 500, so it's doubled, but my stock level's doubled.
Wow.
So it's going up in the right direction, so there's always something selling.
That's good. Okay, so when was the time that you felt like you made a difference?
Well, a couple of things really. Like in my War Games figure painting, I paint for a guy in the States who's a teacher, and he uses my figures in the class to teach the kids about battles and stuff. So, in a little way, I've made a difference there. And like, I sell figures all over the world. I always think to myself, like long after I'm gone, somebody's going to be playing with these figures. It's something that I've done, and it's just, it sounds daft, but it's just like, it's a little bit of you all over the world, isn't it, really?
Oh, yeah.
But I think the main thing is my son, I think really the thing I made a difference with is my son. I'm glad that I've brought him up to be a free-thinking individual who knows his own mind, and, he's a good, decent human being. And I think if you can do that with your children, that's probably the best thing that you can achieve, really.
That is cool. I mean, do you have do you do Civil War figures? What kind of ones do you do for the state?
Oh, I've done all sorts for him, but I've done American Civil War, I've done World War One, Vikings, you name it, I've painted for that guy. I've painted him lots of stuff. So yeah.
Ads has a question. He says, "What do we think about mixing business and pleasure? Is it really a bad thing?" And somebody in the chat, or King Flip in the chat, asks if he's thinking of dating a Goodwill employee.
My dating days are over. I'm married to the job now. I'd rather have an antique than a woman at the moment.
What? Can't they be both?
What, an antique woman? There's plenty of them at our auctions.
I mean, there's a cute lady at the post office. Because I have a cute guy at the post office. That's why I feel like I have a...
Yeah, but she's only a friend. I'm only joking. She's a married woman. I'm only joking when I say that,
No, I get it. I'm married and I have a cute guy at the post office. So I don't talk about him too much. I'm afraid he'll find out. Okay, I think we're getting into some more of the fun ones. Yay, here we go. Have you had any near-death experiences? Why is that fun? I don't know.
Probably had a couple, yeah. I've had a couple of serious car crashes. I've had somebody pull a gun out on me when I was in the taxi, working as a taxi driver.
What?
Yeah, knives have been pulled out. And that's in the UK, folks, where we don't have many guns. But, I've had somebody shoot at the car because my customer had gone to buy drugs and not paid the dealer enough money.
Oh my God!
And got in the car and shot the car. Somebody shot the car I was driving off. But probably I've had a couple of bad car accidents that I've been very, very lucky. I've had a couple of near-death experiences.
Yikes, Ken! Everybody here has that.
As a taxi driver, you're driving a lot of miles, aren't you? It only takes a split second, and either your fault or somebody else's fault, and you can be in quite a serious collision.
Yeah.
I've had about maybe 3 of those, I think, in 24 years.
So do you believe in ghosts with all of this?
I'm not sure about ghosts. I wouldn't say that I'm a very spiritual sort of person, but I am a bit suspicious. I do superstitious, I should say, not suspicious. I am a bit superstitious. Yeah, I don't know. I think there may, there may be ghosts. I mean, I've got my haunted picture up there, Spooky Girl.
Right, Spooky Girl.
that I bought, and every time that somebody's had a bad day's sales, I just started off as a joke saying, "Oh, Spooky Girl says you're going to get 5 sales," and it started coming true. So I had her listed, and I've took her down now. And ever since I've took her down, I've not had a bad week.
See?
She's not listed anymore. She's sat up there, on the wall. But it's just one of those things, isn't it? Yeah, but I think there is something there, whether it's a time slip or whatever, I don't know, or just like not actually a spirit, but sort of like an imprintation on time, where it's sort of like the walls have recorded things, in an old building or whatever. I don't know, but I'm not 100% convinced there's nothing there. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Well, I did a video a while back when I had those Ouija boards, and I just kind of joking around, asking people, and people went bananas. I mean, they felt really strongly one way or the other about ghosts and things like that.
Well, there's no way that we could ever know. It's just a case of having faith in whatever you have faith in, isn't it? There's no way that anyone could ever know. But there's no proof or anything like that. But stranger things have happened, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Yeah. Okay. I can't remember if I put the singing ones on the one for you.
Oh, I'm not doing any singing.
Okay. So who is somebody, if you could have dinner with anybody, who would you have dinner with?
Oh, God, that is a hard one. Probably Henry VIII, because, there'd be a good spread, wouldn't there, with Henry VIII? There'd be plenty of meat, plenty of nice wenches knocking around. And when he got fed up with his girlfriend, there'd always be a spare one for you, wouldn't they? Because he always had plenty, didn't he? So yeah, probably Henry VIII, I reckon. Good old British king.
Good answer. Speaking of extra wenches, what's a Brucey bonus?
A Brucey bonus is just an extra item that you get when you buy a job lot that you don't expect has got any value, and it does have value. There was a game show on in our country called Play Cards Right, with a very, very famous presenter who's been working for years called Bruce Forsyth. So when you got a certain combination of cards, you used to get a Brucey bonus extra to your prizes on the game show. So it just comes from that, really. It's just a saying that a lot of people in the UK say, if you get something for free, it's a Brucey bonus.
Oh, okay. Is that the same thing as like a happy ending?
No, that's completely different, Margaret. A happy ending. A happy ending doesn't usually come for free. There's usually a cost involved with a happy ending.
Okay, I'll move on. Where would you go in a time machine if you could go?
What period?
Anywhere. It's your time machine. You get to pick.
Oh, I don't know. I'd probably go forward, I think, to see if robots have took over the world, like in Terminator. Go forward a couple 100 years and see what's happening.
That'd be cool. Yeah. I mean, not the robots taking over, but going to see what happens.
No, just to see what happened, because the future is that's what we could learn about the past anyway. Let's know what's going to go on in 200 years in the future. There might not be any humans left in 200 years. We don't know, do we?
This is true. You don't know. Or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Who knows? Okay. Okay. If you and I could prank, if we could prank one other YouTuber, who would you want to prank, and what would we do?
We'd have to be Nick, wouldn't it? We'd have to prank Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know what I would do. Like, completely empty his stock room and stick all his furniture to the ceiling or something like that to confuse him. I don't know.
Like, get all of the games and stuff out. What does he hate selling? And like fill his shelves with nothing but.
Or get everybody at the car boot to say, no, you can't have it. We're not selling to you.
Right? That would be so funny. He's trying to push his trolley around. Nope. No,
not interested.
That would be funny.
Well, it'd have to be Nick, because he's like the godfather of UK reselling, so
Yeah.
You're going to prank somebody, it has to be a big boy, doesn't it?
Poor Nick. Oh, but I don't know if he's watching, but he might be. Is he who Swiftwoo is? I don't know if that's really him or somebody.
That
He said
could be him or Andrea, that. Yeah, Switswoo,
oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay, I'm a wizard. Alrighty? I'm turning you into a
what?
dinosaur. I'm a wizard.
All right.
All right, I just turned you into a dinosaur. What do you do?
What sort of dinosaur am I, or what do I do?
You're a pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl, I'll be flying about, pooing on people probably, wouldn't I?
Okay, good answer. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is the question I had to ask Caroline. Would you give... I'll come back to this one. If I said to get on the coach, what would you do?
Get on the coach?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know what I'd do with that. What do you mean, get on the coach?
If I said to you, Ken, get on the coach, what do you do?
What, like jump on the coach?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd probably just get on the coach.
Because it's different here. My point is like, okay, because in here...
What does get on the coach mean there, like get yourself sorted out, like sort yourself out sort of thing?
No. The coach is like the guy that's refereeing, like coaching the team.
So you'd want me to jump on the coach?
Right, but you would do something different. Okay, my question's not working.
See, a coach over here is like a big bus.
Yeah,
you know, get on the bus, you know.
So if you gave a rubber to a kid going to school, what would you expect him to do with it?
Rub things out.
Okay, all right.
You don't mean do you mean a condom? Is that what you're saying? A condom there? as a rubber. See, a rubber over here is an eraser.
I was trying to find words that meant something different and ask questions that would be, yeah, anyway.
We don't talk about children and rubbers. It's a family show.
As you. Okay, what do you do? What do you do when you're down to get yourself up again?
Probably go to bed and have about 8 hours sleep.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, we're getting through these quick. Now it's time for the rapid fire. Are you ready?
Yeah.
We might be done sooner, unless you have questions or there's some in the chat. I can go
I've not got any questions, though.
Okay, I'll look in the chat because I'm already at the rapid fire. Oh, I thought it would take longer for these. Ready?
Well, we have been rattling through it because we're on a schedule, aren't we? So.
That's true.
And nobody in the UK believed that I could actually keep to that schedule because I usually like talking for about 2 hours on one subject.
And I can never stay on topic, so.
Yeah, we're doing well.
Oh, I missed one. What do you do with the dummy?
A dummy, stick it in your mouth, stick it in a baby's mouth, stop crying. Stop it crying.
All right.
Or it could be a shop dummy, and you stick clothes on it to photograph it.
All right, I got some more. Ready? This is rapid fire. And this one I don't know about. I don't know what it is. All right, marrow or squash?
Squash.
Red dwarf or Monty Python?
Red dwarf every time.
Upstairs or downstairs?
Upstairs.
Now, I know there's lots of rules about upstairs and downstairs. If you were upstairs, would you come in through the front door or the back door?
Probably a bit of both.
And then, do you prefer the boot fair or the charity shop?
The boot fair.
And then, what's your favorite holiday?
I'd probably say Cornwall. I like Cornwall.
Wait, that's a holiday.
Stayed in Cornwall, south of England.
Oh, I meant like not holiday like where you go. I meant like
Christmas or Christmas or Easter. Probably say Christmas. Yeah.
Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it like in Cornwall?
Nice. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, nice scenery, nice beaches. Yeah, it's nice area.
Caroline lives in the south, yeah?
She doesn't live far from Cornwall. She lives in the next county, Devon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then favorite doctor?
Dr. Jekyll.
Okay. Nobody said that one before. Okay, now I'm going to look in because that's all my questions. I can't believe I finished my questions. Uh-oh. Are there any questions in the chat? Now I'm looking. Okay, Poetry of Nice wants to know, where in England do you live?
I live in Lancashire, which is sort of like about halfway up the country, just north of Manchester. I am a Manchester lad originally, but we've moved out of Manchester into sort of like a semi-rural area. Yeah, so I live in Lancashire now.
Is that all the questions from the chat? Do you guys have any more questions in the chat? We got 29 people watching. Let's see. I think that might be it. What do we do, Ken? Now we've got like 20 minutes till the S&M show.
A game of bingo or something.
Right? Okay, so I'm...
See, we rattled through it too quick. We're that worried about overrunning that we've rattled through it so quick. Yeah.
This is true. Darn it. So do you have another auction coming up that you're going to?
Yeah, I might go on Wednesday, but the catalogue doesn't come out until tomorrow, so I'll see what's there, and if there's anything decent, I'll have a go. I can't resist it.
Do they put it out like online, or is it like a physical catalog?
Yeah, it's not some of the fancy ones do a full catalogue online, but these weekly ones, it's just basically a one-line description. So it gives you a basic idea of what's there, but it can be completely different when you get there, you know.
Do they put pictures or anything, or just like, it's this stuff?
Some do, but a lot of them just do a list. So it'll say, you know, tray of metalware. Now that could be anything really, couldn't it? You know. Or sometimes it'll say quantity of medals, and you get there, you're expecting like military medals that are worth something, and they're like somebody's dance medals that are absolutely worth nothing. You know what I mean? So, well, you just got to take a chance with it. You know what I mean? It's, but I look at the listings, and if there's like more than 10 things that I think, oh, that sounds okay, I'll go up and have a look. You know,
Is it far?
and view it. No, it's only about half an hour away, something like that.
Cool.
It's not far at all, really. Yeah, it's only about a 15-mile journey, you know.
That's not bad. Kim wants to know, what's one piece of advice that you would give someone that was just starting in the business?
Don't get too carried away with yourself at the start. Don't overstretch yourself, and don't buy more than you can handle when you first start off. Because I think a lot of people, they get very enthusiastic about the buying side of the job. No, but when you first start, you know, they're buying left, right, and centre, and yet they're listing 5 things a week. I'd say really, when you first start, get all the junk out of your house first, sell that off, get yourself a little bit of cash together, and then just buy small to start off with while you're learning the ropes, and then slowly increase it. But try and keep your listings at a pace with your stock. You know, the stock that you've got laid to one side. You don't want to have 3 times as much unlisted as you've got listed. Try and keep it that you if you can list 20 things a week, don't be buying 100 things a week. You know, just buy 30, say, or 40. Don't get too carried away with the buying side of it. That's what I'd say, really. Because a lot of people, especially if you realise after a few months that you don't like it, you've suddenly got a massive load of stuff that you can't get rid of, and you've got no motivation to list it. Because as many people give up this job as start it. So, you know, it's like going to the gym, isn't it? You know, people who go to the gym, they start off going to the gym dead enthusiastic. They pay that gym membership every month, and after the first couple of months, they never turn up again. But they still carry on paying the membership. Yeah. Well, it's probably a similar sort of thing, really. Like I say, don't get carried away with it. Just take it easy. You know, it's not an instant thing.
Yeah.
It's not instant. It takes time. It does take time to build it up. You know, and you see all these successful sellers, and you think, yeah, that's great. They're making loads of money, but you don't realise how much work they've done to get to that level, and how much time they've spent.
Yeah.
And what they've given up as well. You know, to do it. So. Just don't get carried away with yourself. You know, and learn from your mistakes as well. You know, don't be afraid to take a chance. But if you do make a mistake, just learn from it. It's an investment, then, isn't it? Really.
Zahir has a question. He wants to know what's your favorite pie.
Favourite pie? Oh, well, he's up in the land of the pie eaters now, so he has moved up to Lancashire. Yeah, I'd probably say a meat and potato.
So not a sweet pie.
Oh, I didn't think of sweet pies.
We don't have
Probably
like
probably a cherry pie.
because the only I mean there's you guys must have lots of like savory pies there. We don't have a lot of savory pies.
Oh yeah, we have cheese and onion, chicken and bacon, chicken and mushroom, steak and kidney,
Yeah,
Cornish pasty,
see. Look at all these
steak
options.
bake. We even have curry pies, chicken tikka pies, and chicken balti pies.
No, not us. There's chicken pot pie.
Basically everything anything that can be wrapped in a pastry.
Yeah.
Sausage rolls, yeah,
Oh, so you count that as a pie?
well, it's a pastry, isn't it? A sausage roll.
So maybe we
It's
have more
wrapped in
pies than we
pastry. Pardon?
think. Then we may have more pies. We just don't call them pie. Because pies
No,
have like a crust.
no, not a hot dog. Yeah, but anything with anything wrapped in like a pastry, whether it's short crust or phyllo pastry, is a pie.
Oh.
In effect, isn't it?
Because we don't call it that. most of our pies are sweet, unless you're my husband and then he's being gross. But I make pear pie. That's really good.
Pardon?
I said I make pear pies. Those are really good.
Yeah, well, we do have a lot of sweet pies as well, and what have you. But yeah, a lot of savoury pies. Oh, the pork pie as well. That's one of the big ones in our country is a pork pie.
And y'all have started putting gravy on a lot of things that don't belong there, like on French fries.
Oh, chips and gravy. Yeah.
Really?
You're not listening. You've had chips and gravy with a portion of mushy peas.
Oh, I don't even know a place here where I could go get gravy on my fries. I think if I asked for gravy on my fries, I don't know what they would do.
Yeah, so it's big. It's big in the UK. Well, in the northern part of the UK, yeah. Some people even have fish and chips, have gravy on the fish, which I don't agree with that because it's just not right, is it? You're mixing sort of like meat with fish, but yeah.
Is it a brown gravy or like a cream gravy?
No, like a brown gravy. Like a brown gravy.
Okay. I guess that's it. Somebody said, "What would you take with you on a deserted island?" Somebody who was it going on Grumpy?
Oh, I don't know. I think on a desert island it'd have to be food. First and foremost, a load of food that doesn't perish. Probably about 1,000 tins of beans or something like that.
Cool.
I'm too practical to take something frivolous, I think.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can call it a day. This really went by fast.
Yeah.
We need to have more questions just in case.
Which is unusual, folks, because I usually never stop talking, but we time is of the essence today. We didn't want to interfere with the S&M show, so we want to watch it as well because there's nothing better than a bit of S&M on a Monday evening.
Right, mid-afternoon.
Mid-afternoon S&M. Well, what can I say?
And if you're wondering, go over to Caroline Matthews, Mrs. M's channel, and Sean and Caroline are doing their S and Mrs. M show with a special guest. Who do you think the guest is going to be? Do you know? It's
a special guest who's never been on a Hangout before. So they're going to pop another presenter's cherry there.
Are they on YouTube, though? That's what I want to know. Is it a YouTuber or somebody who's not even on YouTube?
No, they said somebody who's never done a Hangout, so it could be a YouTuber, but a Hangout virgin.
Who do you think it is?
I don't know. I think it could be Rocking Zebra. A lot of people are going on about him at the moment in the UK.
I guess I have to find out who Rocking Zebra is. Never done it.
Or it could be Soup. It could be Rachel. I don't know.
Right, but she said it's not her. But that would be her throwing.
Yeah, well, she'd always say that. She said she was working at Tesco's for 3 years. She never worked at Tesco's at all. Don't believe what Rachel says. You still call her Rachel. The name isn't even Rachel.
No. She says, it's not me. Oh, gosh, I can't even guess, though. Who's never been on a Hangout? Nobody in our
Oh,
thing.
no, it's. I think it's going to be one of the newer sellers. I think it might be Celtic Traders. I can't remember what her name is it now. Lady out of Celtic Traders, the Welsh lady.
What about
Might
Rebecca
be her.
Malik? You think it might be Rebecca Malik?
Oh, it could be. Yeah, it could be. She's not done a hangout.
I might be trying to throw one of the other girls in there. Throw a
Yeah.
girl into the mix. Okay. Okay. Well, let's get off. And if you guys, there's Ken's channel is down in the description box below. So go over and subscribe and follow and watch his videos because they're awesome.
Thank you.
Anything you want to say goodbye or?
Oh, just thanks for having me, and thanks for some good old American hospitality.
No problem. Anytime. All right. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Hit that like button and show Ken how much American hospitality we do.
Or dislike us if you want. We like them as well. We like a few thumbs down.
Or if you just like him. Okay. We'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.